Hello, Jace. How you doing today?
Good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. How's your day been?
Not too bad. Good Sunday, nice weather, so that helps. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm alright. Weather's pretty cold. So, obviously, you've been to the States recently. You've just came back, and the portal has opened just recently. Tell us about the portal and how it works.
Well, it's all changed now. So the NCAA is forever changing at the moment. But now what happens is once the final four games are finished, so the women's finished on the Sunday, and then the portal opens on the Monday, and then the men's finish on the Monday, and the portal opens for them on the Tuesday. So now there's about I think I don't know off the top of my head, but I think it's about 2.5 week window where anyone can go into the portal. So you have to go to your school and basically enter yourself in the portal, and then once you enter the portal, basically anyone can push offers towards you. It's almost like a free agency. That's basically it. It's a 2.5 week free agency where everyone that goes in there can be offered, spoken to by other teams.
Yeah. So, what do you think of the positives and the negatives of the portal?
Um, there's mixed on all of it. Obviously, there's a lot of positives because it gives kids a chance to go elsewhere if they don't like the situation they're in. It gives a kids a chance to maximize their earning potential as well. I guess the negatives are we can see a lot of chop and change, and probably now college used to be a system where you would go and you'd spend 4 years at a school and you would learn through that whole time of being in the same place. Where now that 4 years you can kind of spend it wherever. So gone are the days of I'm going to a school for 4 years. You're kind of looking now at going to a school for 1 or 2 years and then probably changing. But it just depends on the situation. If you find the right situation, it's just like a professional situation now. If you find the right place, you'll stay the 4 years if one, they value and pay you the right amount, and two, you're enjoying where you are.
Yeah. So, with other recommendations like the NIL, a lot of people have been discussing about that in America. Can you explain everyone what the NIL is?
So I think this is where it gets a little bit confusing, especially for Australians. The NIL is the name, image, and likeness, and so that's basically like it's like getting sponsorships. Like that could be the local car dealer pays you 15 grand to do a video for them, or the local coffee shop pays you. So they're all different things. You could do a Nike deal, whatever it may be. That's NIL, but now the schools themselves have their own rev share where they get a pool of money from TV and things like that. And so different schools have an allocated amount of money they can spend. So now what you're seeing is NIL is one side, but this other side is all these schools who are essentially offering contracts. Basically, each year you're doing deals. It's a professional environment now in terms of there's general managers, there's all types of people involved in this now, and so it's not really a school environment. It's a business. It's become a real business place.
Yeah. So, with the NIL, would you need a social media presence to be in the NIL or to have some sort of recommendation to be in there?
Yeah, I think it's very much like it is in the world with other stuff too. Like I think it can depend on social profile, can depend on how good you are as a player. All those different things will kick into it. It's been interesting for Aussies how much they can get out of the NIL space. I think right now more of their stuff's out of the school, but it varies for everything. It could depend on so many different things. But for most people going over, I think they would probably more focus on what your payments are from the school than what the NIL money is. The NIL is almost like a complementary to the school offer.
Yeah. So, heading into the college system, NIL, and the portal, would you need an agent to be there?
You don't need one. There's a lot that still are. Like it's ever changing. I think it's becoming probably a little bit more important to get help, just because before even let's go back to 15 years ago when I was talking about doing this. You just had schools presenting themselves to you of why we're the best school, why you should come to us, the basketball, the school life. You just got those kind of things. So they're all still relevant, except now you're also getting, we can pay you this much, we can pay you this much. How does the payments get broke down over 10 months? But what about if you go into the portal, then you miss out on the last few months? So it's becoming more business-like, and that's where I think having an agent can help. There's a lot of kids now still in college that are doing it all themselves, and that's perfectly fine too. I don't think you need to sign an agent super young, which is what we're seeing in Australia. But I do think when it gets to the right point, it's about finding someone who can actually help you get what you need. If you're trying to find a basketball situation, you should be able to find a basketball situation that pays you the right amount. And I think ultimately, most kids going over, I would like to think, are trying to become professionals for a long time. So it's about using that time at college to be able to maximize it money wise, but also being able to be in the right basketball situation where you're going to enjoy it, you're going to get better, and that can help you into a long career. So, look, there's a lot of moving parts. Do you need an agent? No. Does it become really helpful in times? Yes. And having seen how some of this has played out through the portal for some kids that I'm close with, I think it definitely helps having someone to kind of, I guess, take on all the heavy lifting and then just present all the offers. And as long as they're doing their job and doing the right thing by the player, then I think it becomes beneficial.
And lastly, how do we get Aussies to be recommended into the NIL portal and even college?
That's the challenging thing at the moment now. So the rules keep changing. Like there's different things happening at all the time about how many times you can transfer, how many years you can go. There's all different things being looked at. Right now, the rules are you can basically play for 4 years and then you can essentially change as much as you want. There's been talks about 5 years, a blanket rule that once you've turned 19, you get 5 years. That's it. There's been talks of you can only change once. So who knows? But for kids out of Australia, the main thing you've got to worry about is one, competing and getting better. Once you start climbing through the ranks, that will help you. And obviously, it always helps the junior Australian teams, the state teams, and all that helps. But often, too, everyone can find a position. It's just about finding the right place to help you build up. We've seen a lot of kids over there start at lower schools and then find their way through over 2, 3, 4 years. That might be some people's go. But once again, it's all about kind of controlling what you can now and doing the little stuff. And then later on, that'll be something you can worry about. But the system now is not helping freshmen coming in because a lot of teams are looking for seniors and older players because they don't need to get freshmen because of the portal. So it'll be interesting what changes over the next few years. But for now, a lot of kids just have to worry about in Australia, just worry about getting better, playing in their rep stuff, their school stuff, trying to make state teams and doing all the right things. And then when the time is right, I think you'll start to see more avenues open up where kids can get put somewhere that can help them be seen over in the States. We've seen some do prep schools and things like that. It's each to their own. Everyone has a different pathway. It's just about also finding people that can help you on that pathway.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Jason. Thanks for the interview.
No problem, mate. Thanks for having me.